Well, good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living's Sunday morning live streaming service. This morning we're on Zoom only, and I'm Rev Pam Brandman, the senior minister here at the center. You might be watching us on the YouTube video as well, but however you have joined us, you are welcome here. We know that there are many paths to God, but they all end in oneness and in love. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. We are grateful that each of you has joined us this morning. So we're going to start. We have some great music lined up this morning with Melissa and Z, but before we do that, we're going to have our receptivity statement. You would read along with, mute yourself and read along with me. I can't quite see all of that, Michael. Maybe not full screen. There we go. All right. I am here by divine appointment. Something I am about to hear applies to my life. I am open, receptive, and willing to explore the possibilities. So our musicians this morning are Melissa and Z. In addition to recently resuming their musical performance tours of CSL and Unity Centers, they are developing a fabulous online ministry that's called Oh My God Life. You can listen to their great music and New Thought message videos on their YouTube channel. They're starting out this morning with one of Melissa Phillips's original chants that has been one of my favorites for many years. So feel free to stay muted and sing along and listen to Melissa in a duet with herself. Please help me welcome Melissa and Z. Thank you, Melissa and Z. Well, our practitioner this morning is coming to us from far north, near the Aurora Borealis, and this is Brenda Helldorn. She's currently teaching the spiritual economics class that'll wind up in a few weeks, and her students tell me that They are all learning to understand the science of mind principles at a deeper level, as well as experiencing positive changes in their lives. Brenda is an amazing teacher, so I know you will want to take her next class. But this morning, please help me welcome Brenda to provide our special reading and invocation.
Thank you, Reverend Pam. Good morning, everyone. The spiritual reading that I've chosen this morning to wrap up this month is from Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. And this excerpt is titled Consciousness. Consciousness is already conscious. It is the unmanifested, the eternal. The universe, however, is only gradually becoming conscious. Consciousness itself is timeless and therefore does not evolve. It has never been born and does not die. When consciousness becomes the manifested universe, it appears to be subject to time and to undergo an evolutionary process. No human mind is capable of comprehending fully the reason for this process, but we can glimpse it within ourselves and become a conscious participant in it. Consciousness is the intelligence, the organizing principle behind the arising of form. Consciousness has been preparing forms for millions of years so that it can express itself through them in the manifested. Although the unmanifested realm of pure consciousness could be considered another dimension, it is not separate from this dimension of form. Form and formlessness interpenetrate. The unmanifest flows into this dimension as awareness, inner space, presence. How does it do that? Through the human form that becomes conscious and thus fulfills its destiny. The human form was created for this higher purpose, and millions of other forms prepared the ground for it. And so I'm grateful for that wisdom, the illumination, the clarity. So we'll take this into our opening treatment for the service today that we are gathered for. And again, standing on the threshold, I recognize that there is just one presence and one power, one intelligence, one energy flowing in and through all creation, one love. There is only one thing going on. Therefore, I am one with the one. I am the likeness and the like quality of this one. So all the beauty, peace, joy, vitality, wisdom, all the truth, all the laughter, all of the acceptance. This is my birthright. This is true for me. This is true for each one here. And I can just breathe deeply and know this truth at the core of my being. And so each one of us has come together this morning to be witness to and to participate in the unfolding truth, the unfolding reality that God is all there is. And that today each one of us will hear a message. And from it, each one of us will take a blessing. Something will be spoken, revealed, clarified, illuminated. And we will be lifted up. And in the process of being open and willing and accepting, we are changed. We evolve consciously. And we begin to live by the laws of a higher order of being. And everyone we touch in mind, in spirit, everyone we encounter is lifted up. And I am so grateful. I speak this word of truth for myself and for each one here. And I release it into the law, knowing that it is always returned fulfilled. And together we say, and so it is. Now I'd love to welcome, I think, Melissa and Z back this time.
I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. You now. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Spirit loves me. Spirit loves me. I know that. I know that. Spirit loves me. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Yeah. When I'm down, I turn to you. When I'm down, you pull me through. Yeah, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love.
All alone, feeling broken, I don't know where to go. Got a feeling if I'm willing, Spirit's opening the door. So I'm asking, passing time while I'm crashing in the last sad bath of confusion. And it's slow, a little knowing that won't let go. Can't ignore it and you know I won't, cause it's growing in the open. No more hoping now. Spirit holds my soul and says you gotta let me love you now, for you are worthy of this love. So why not let me love you now, for you are worthy of this love.
I surrender every little thing. I surrender. Hear me sing. Yeah, I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of His love. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love.
Oh, thank you, Melissa and Z. So this morning we get to have a guest speaker, and it's someone that you all know very well, and her name is Shirley Clark, or one of our licensed spiritual practitioners. Shirley takes time to maintain her ministry through her ongoing spiritual practice, and our center benefits from her spiritual consciousness, her inspiring meditations and insights, and today from her words of wisdom. But Shirley is also in demand by her family, friends, and her clients who ask her to do prayer work for them, because we all know that prayer work is very powerful because it's spirit that does the work. So Shirley's topic for today is I Will Meet You There. Help me welcome Shirley Clark.
Thank you, Reverend Pam. Gosh, I almost feel like just putting my talk aside and listening to Melissa and Z this morning, because they are so inspiring and are such feel-good artists. It's just amazing to see how things come together in their work. But yeah, coming together is something to celebrate. And I welcome everybody here this morning and thank you all for coming. Our 2021 global theme is Timeless Wisdom, Revolutionary Vision. And our monthly theme is Going Further. David Robinson from CSL Olympia, Washington, is this week's spiritual contributor. He says an African proverb reminds us that alone we can go faster. Together we can go further. It's something to keep in mind, that cohesiveness, that togetherness. He adds, as we near the end of our journey, we keep in mind that community that has brought us here. Together, as Center for Spiritual Living, we work in harmony with one another, other faiths, and other peoples to envision a continually expanding world. We dig into these truths for the final push of this climb. Today's talk title, I'll Meet You There, is referenced from a poem by Rumi, a 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic, in a Coleman Burke's translation. Rumi wrote, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other don't make sense." Robinson goes on to say, as we near the top of the mountain and prepare to pause, remember that we are reaching toward an experience of divine communion with ourselves, with another, and with spirit. We see a world in which every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively, we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. Unity and connection with each other and oneness is key. There is only one infinite reality. We call it by many names, including, but not limited to, God, life, universal spirit, infinite intelligence, creator, first cause, or the thing itself. This one that creates everything out of itself and therefore includes both the absolute and relative, tangible and intangible, physical and metaphysical aspects of reality. This one has a threefold nature: spirit, law, and body. Spirit is mind or thought. Law is the activity or mechanism through which divine thought is made manifest, and body is the resultant manifestation. Individual human beings are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe and having a human experience. This is our true nature. When the psalmist wrote, "I will lift up my eyes to the mountains, from whence cometh my help," that's Psalm 121, verse 1. It was a reminder to move beyond getting stuck in current circumstances. Instead, we are to look up, to remember that we are spirit informed, completely, totally, and always supported by and as spirit. It's not the circumstances that surround us. It's not that the circumstances that surround us aren't real. They have the reality. But the reality of spirit is greater and resolves the appearances of separation, its hurts, its fears, and anger. We, and I say simply, but sometimes it's not so simply, we just have to remember to take a step back and realize that spirit is the greater reality. There are always appearances of good or evil. There are individual or global. They have their reality. It's not that there isn't that reality, but there is a reality greater than those appearances. And trying to ignore them is spiritual bypass. Jesus achieved resurrection not by skirting around the suffering, but by going straight through it. He was a supreme example of going through it and not trying to bypass. The psalmist notes that we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, not around it. Only by facing appearances head on and allowing the infinite with us to guide us through will we truly resurrect and ascend into a greater knowing. Then we can establish a new normal, free of past ideas. This weekend and the next couple of days, we celebrate a time of belief that the veil between this world and another world is thin. Halloween, Samhain, and Dia de los Muertos are all considered liminal or threshold days. We can use this as a metaphor for moving past the scary monsters of appearances and into honoring the other world, another world. We view children trick-or-treating with delight instead of with fear. What if we brought that same consciousness, knowing that we are safe despite appearances, to the circumstances of our lives and the world? We can meet on a plain, a field, beyond our familiar one, a field of possibilities. We look at and listen to possibilities of moving to the concept of oneness. In his book, Creative Process in the Individual, Chapter 5, Paragraph 4, Thomas Troward says, what we shall eventually attain is not what we merely wish, but what we regard as normal. Rev Pam Brandman talked about spending time contemplating God as one infinite reality in her Constant Contact message this week. She mentioned that as human beings, common or conscious awareness and understanding is finite, and that the wholeness of God is made up of each and every person. This unity is a concept that comes with eons of human history of development and conflict. Reverend Pam remarked that one of the most amazing benefits of parenting that she experienced was learning to co-parent with her children's father or stepfather. She said that her opinions about good parenting sometimes turned out to be in conflict with her children's father or stepfathers. Taking the time to listen to each other, provided an opportunity to resolve a conflict and do what was in the best interest of the child. Conflict is age old. Throughout history, separate entities have wanted control. Different parties want things to go their way. If only the other could hear or understand from our viewpoint, they would agree with us, and things would be okay. At the very least, they could agree to accept and respect our point of view. We could coexist peacefully. I call this the field of possibilities. A few weeks ago, there were meetings between the United States and the Taliban. The Taliban wants recognition from the UN and for holds on Afghan financial accounts to be lifted. The United States said they will not recognize the Taliban. And the UN wants the Taliban to get in line with humanitarian norms, including having women in government, education for girls, and an end to the custom of taking girls away from their families to become brides at the age of 12. Finding ways to work through these challenges would avert an humanitarian disaster of lack of food and medical supplies for Afghanistan. People have banded together since time immemorial for survival. They scavenged and hunted together to take down large animals. They would fight other bands of people for food and territory. They learned to fear and to fight people who were not from their band. When in places where there was plenty, people did not have to control territory. And they lived peacefully, like the California natives, for example. This is a field of possibility. Conflict can range from large-scale societal differences to individual differences. A couple of months ago, I attended a retreat in Big Sky, Montana. I had attended this retreat a couple of times before, and I knew who some of the major presenters were going to be. I confided to my friend and fellow practitioner that I was conflicted about interacting with someone who was scheduled to be there, whom I judged to be aloof and cold. This person was going to be a speaker and was also slated to present a workshop. My friend wisely suggested that I had some spiritual work to do. I agreed and opened up to listening to what the presenter had to say. In her talk, the presenter discussed the pain and personal growth that she had been experiencing for the last few years since finding her son when he committed suicide. When she didn't make eye contact when encountering me in the hall, and when she didn't speak when my friend and I joined her husband and her in the hot tub, it had nothing to do with me as a person. When I listened to her point of view, I realized that she was me in a different skin. This is the field of possibility. Heaven is the state of awareness of our true nature. We experience our true nature to the degree we become conscious of it. We actively seek to know the true nature of every individual and celebrate each individual's unique expression of it. This experience of our true nature is sure to be attained by all. As we spiral through this year, allowing ancient wisdom to express as evolutionary vision through us, we take a moment to look back at our spiritual journey. We began at the end of January with looking above, committing to our upward journey. A quarter later, at the end of May, we looked at boldly living a new story, letting go of old stories, individual and collective, that slow our evolution. Recently, we visited the idea of Ubuntu, the concept of the African Zulu tribe, which means I am because we are. This week, on the third level of the spiral, we rise to a meeting point out beyond, a place where we can meet as evolutionary visionaries. If we stay in the field of right and wrong duality, we will never experience the true freedom and love of the universe. We must let go of old stories, beliefs, hurts, fears, and angers. We do this not by wrestling with them, but by looking up to Source, which is our freedom. I suggest we spend some time each day taking an area of concern, global or personal, and looking up with our eyes upward, and invite Spirit to shed light on that circumstance. Then listen. Listen without analyzing to the wisdom that might seem from beyond the veil, yet is living within us always. Let us take this to prayer. Standing on the threshold, knowing that Spirit, God, the One, Allah, Creator, is all there is. It is that power behind the universe, behind every creative activity, behind the love that is the sky, that is that vast ocean, that is the mountains, that is that beautiful flower, that is that laughing baby. That is that purring cat. That is the ground that we walk on. That is the basis and source for everything that has been and everything that will be. I know that I am one with that spirit. I know that each and every attribute of spirit is in me. And I know that this is true for each and every one. That the love, the support, the clarity, the peace, the creativity, that beautiful thought process, that beautiful love is each one. And that each is a part of that one. I know that all of the goodness and all of the creativity and love that exists in the world is a constant flow. And for this, I am grateful. Knowing that things unfold just as they should. Knowing that awareness comes to each and every one as they are open to it. And just knowing that the words that I put out into the law come back multiplied. For it cannot be any other way. I give great thanks, knowing that it is so. Together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you all.
There was so lots of good points there. It's a little strange to hear myself quoted, though. Thank you.
Well, it was
Michael,
boring.
yeah.
Thank
Michael, are you
you.
ready to share the video, or am I going to share it? You're muted.
Muted.
Oh my God, he is just so annoying. What the is wrong with him? Wait a minute. What the is wrong with me? Why can't I just accept him as he is? Well, I do accept him as an annoying little
Joy jams, joy jams, tips and tunes to satisfy your soul. Hello, my name is
Can you make that full
Melissa.
screen
And my name is Z.
lower right?
If we're spiritual, we're supposed to only think loving and kind thoughts all the time.
That lower right
Next
corner.
time.
Yeah, to the left there of your, a little bit left. There you go. Oh,
Yeah, try it.
oh, you went to the next
See?
one over.
Aww,
Yeah.
that's really sweet.
Okay.
All right, I'll display it.
What the hell is this?
Okay. All right. And of course, I have not done that for either. Okay.
Bob, can you mute, please?
How do I do that? Let's see. Sure. How do I, oh, there, mute my.
Okay. Okay, we'll try again.
It's just so annoying. What the wrong with him?
Wait a minute. What's wrong with you? Why can't I just accept him as he is? Well, I do accept him as an annoying little.
Joy, jam, joy, jams, tips and tunes to satisfy your soul. Hello, my name is Melissa.
And my name is Z. If we're spiritual, we're supposed to only think loving and kind thoughts all the time, right?
Well, that would be lovely, but it's a little more complicated than that because we are more complicated than that. We are divine beings, but we also are humans with chatty little minds that just have lots to say about all kinds of things.
Yeah, and when we're hard on ourselves for the less than kind thoughts, it actually only worse.
Oh my God, did you see what she was wearing? What was she? Did she look in the mirror before she? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that sounded so awful. So nuts.
Oh my God, he is just so annoying. What the is wrong with him? Wait a minute. What's wrong with you? Why can't I just accept him as he is? Well, I do accept him as an annoying little.
Yeah. So those judgy parts of us are just contracted aspects or parts of our being, and they're just afraid.
Yeah, and so when those parts come up, the best thing for us to do is remember that. Just remember that they are scared and give them some love.
That mean part of me is just scared. I see you, little scared part. I love you. It's all right.
I see you, judgy little part. It's hard to accept the annoying. That's just a part of me that's still contracted and scared. I see you, little part, and I love you. Here's something that isn't true. There aren't 24 hours in a day. I mean, there are, but only because we say so. Because thousands of years ago in ancient Egypt, someone stuck a stick in the ground and watched the shadows to try and measure the arc of a day. And don't get me started on this trip called time, the trippity-flippity thing that doesn't exist in the first place. I ain't no Einstein, but I tell you what, there's only one thing that's ever stuck. It doesn't need a stick in the ground for me to trust it. Hush, little baby, cause there's just this love is the only truth. And the only truth is love. Love is the only truth. And the only truth is love.
When I let go of all the lies in me, what is left is true. Release the stories of things I see. All I see is you. In the spaces between starlight, in the shelter of the dark, in the memories of sweet goodbyes, breaking of my heart. It's you. All that
Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
all that
Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
all that
Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth.
If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And if you want to see more content like this, please support us on Patreon. The link is in the description below.
Thank you. We love you.
See you next time.
So thank you,
Yeah,
Melissa
try
and
it.
Z.
See? Aww. Yeah, that's really sweet.
It feels really good.
It feels joy.
Whoops.
Jam. Joy jam.
Okay, let's see.
Sips and two soups satisfies.
Okay.
Lots of joy.
Lots of joy. Lots of joy. So yeah, they, as Shirley said, they have a way of taking some things that are sometimes difficult to hear and putting it in a funny way that just gets through, And I think the bottom line is love is all there is. That's where we create that field with love, We get beyond that unconditional love that goes beyond all of those rights and wrongs that we set up. So, and Shirley, you had some great examples about, how it applies to the world, the big issues and the little issues, right? So, well, now we're coming up to our prosperity time. And at the Center for Spiritual Living Tahoe-Truckee, we know that that one force, that one power that is God is our source for each of us individually and as a center. So if you would, we bring up the slide for our prosperity affirmation, Michael. You would,
Everything I ever wanted is living inside of my heart and my mind. I cannot define it, but I can align with it outside the boundaries of space and time because it's here, nearer than here. Spirit has made it abundantly clear that I think it.
Huh? Oh, do you have that playing on your computer or something? I'm going to close it on my, just in case it's me.
'Cause we're living in the world.
Yeah. Huh? Well, okay, this looks good. So we can say it now. So if you would hold your offering and your thought of it over your heart and repeat with me, but we're all muted. I gratefully and joyfully share my offering, which flows from God, my infinite soul. My gift blesses this center and all who are guided, healed, and empowered by its activities. All I share with life returns to me blessed and multiplied. And so your gifts make it possible for me, for our center, for all our practitioners to share that divine love with the world and make a difference. And you can, bringing up the next slide, to donate.
Hi, thanks for watching. We are Melissa
And Z, and you're watching Joy Jams, one of the many creations.
Michael, you need to turn that, go to your video and just close that screen. Okay, let me see if I can show the slides here. Let's try that. Because you need to close that screen. Okay, so anyway, we are, okay, from current site. Here we go. Okay, so here is, thank you for our support. And since we're all online today, you can donate by mailing in your check, making a regular donation through your bank, or use the Give Today button on our website, which has been newly updated. And next we have our song. If you would sing along with me. Oops, wait. And hang on.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender. I am one in the spirit all around me. I surrender, I surrender. I trust in God. I am thankful, so grateful. I am grateful, so thankful. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God.
Thank you, Colleen. And so as we bring in all of these gifts, we know that they are representative of that unlimited flow from spirit that is always there, that unlimited love, that unlimited grace, that unlimited peace, that unlimited joy that we allow to permeate our being and our lives in every way. In the finances, yes, but in every part of our lives. It is all God. It is all good. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
And so we welcome all of our friends and guests that are here. And if you would like to become a part of our center or get on our mailing list to find out all the great things that are happening in our center, you can enter your information in the chat, or you can go on our website and ask to be put on our email list. And for our announcements, Reverend Rick Carney normally leads us in our announcements, but he is part of the leadership team for an interfaith workshop, a retreat that is happening this weekend. So he's being an ambassador for the Science of Mind principles with the rest of the world. So Michael is sharing our slides today. And so we want to remind you to invite your friends and family to watch our Sunday Talks live on Zoom. You can review recordings of our Sunday Talks on our YouTube channel. And you can also find links to those recordings on our website, Facebook, and Instagram. So, and we're changing the office hours for our center this week. Our administrator, Sawyer Cairns, has moved to Colorado. So, so it's just me in the office most of the time now. So we're going to be open on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 2:30. So just keep that in mind. And so, but it also means we're looking for a new administrator. So if you know someone who is qualified and might be interested, please have them give me a call. Now, next week, November 7th, most of us are going to be at a retreat at Ananda at the Expanding Light Retreat Center. And our special guest facilitator and I will be presenting that together. And so on Sunday morning, we're going to try something a little different since we're all going to be there, but we know that there's some people that won't be joining us. So we're going to Zoom from Ananda. So it should be fun. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. It should be something fun and different. And we would love to have you all join us. And you can find the details about the retreat on our website. You still can you can still register through noon tomorrow. That's the absolute cutoff. Ananda's being very generous in letting us add more people if we like, because we have a few rooms left. But we're going to have a great, nice, intimate, wonderful retreat with a lot of our friends here and some old friends that we haven't seen in a long time or even years are going to be coming. So it's going to be a wonderful experience. Nurturing the spirit within, self-care in turbulent times. And on the next slide, this is our new website. And so you can go to the website and just click through and find how to register for the retreat from the special feature on the first page. And lots of other good things on there too. The inspirational messages and Sunday videos are all on there. And we're trying something new. The messages are going to be, we're going to have keywords so you can search the messages for something that reminds you of something of interest. Next 2 weeks from now, we'll be starting the new November theme. And the November theme is breathe in the view. So we've been going on this trip and we're getting to the top of that mountaintop. So now we're going to be breathing in the view. And the topic that I will be speaking on is seeing beauty, feeling grace. Our musician will be Chris Law. with some of his wonderful videos. And the practitioner will be Reverend Rick Carney. On this Wednesday, you can also join Reverend Rick at the Spiritual Living Circle that's meeting in Truckee and on Zoom. And they'll be talking about articles from the Science of Mind magazine. If you contact, they meet it For Goodness Sake in Truckee. And if you contact Rick in advance or the center, we can get you that information on the article that will be discussed in advance if you would like to prepare. We also have our ongoing classes that will be happening this week. So we have the Sunny Celebration Wednesday. Tai Chi, this is Chris Worcester's Tai Chi class that meets on Thursday online at 3:30. And the meditation is on Thursdays. The energization is at 4:30, and at 5 o'clock is the actual meditation that Mary McEnany and Penny Schuler lead. And you have a chance to see Mary McEnany in person again if you join us at the retreat this weekend. So you'll get lots more time in meditation and all kinds of great things that they have in Ananda. A Course of Love this week is taking a break because of the retreat, but they'll be back 2 weeks from now on Friday. So there's lots going on to support you. And one of the best parts of the CSLs is the support that's provided by our practitioners. And so if you would like a prayer, you can contact one of our practitioners and let us know in the chat, and we'll set you up. Or or you can contact the center and get the contact information for them if you would like to have a longer session with them. But the ones that are here this morning is Michael Brandman and Shirley Clark, who is our speaker today, Brenda Helldorn, who is our practitioner of the day, Carol Dalvon, who is joining us, and then myself. So you have lots of practitioners. We're very blessed in our center to have so many wonderful practitioners. And but if you need prayer, please call them, because that's why we're here. They've studied for many years, and we know that prayer works. Okay, so now we're going to have our children's affirmation for the children that we know are getting vaccinated and going to be able to join us again soon. If you would bless them with me. Here we go. We see you, we hear you, we love you. You are a gift from God. And now we'll have our closing song, well, our affirmation next, and then our closing song. Here we go. You would read along with me. I stepped beyond my limiting ideas and into freedom. And now we have Karen Drucker.
What did I do?
So I dedicate this to all of you. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of face of God. You are the face of God.
Well, thank you, everyone. So we hope to see you at the retreat next week. I know many of you are coming. It's going to be a really wonderful time to be together. And I think Bob is traveling the farthest, coming from Oregon. Yeah, that'll be great. And so. Yeah, is anyone dressing up for Halloween? Next year we'll have to have a
No.
party of some sort. When we can all be together so more easily.
Okay, loved ones, I'm leaving.
Bye-bye.
See you soon, Penny.
Yeah.
Bye, Penny.
Love you all.
Love you. Thanks for coming.
Oh, fabulous talk, Shirley.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Yes, thank you, Shirley.
Thank you.
Meet you in the field, Shirley.
Out there in that field of possibilities, Bob.
Absolutely. I live in it.
Hope it's not raining today, Bob.
No, it's holding off. It's going to rain, and the day I'm leaving Wednesday for Tahoe, and it's supposed to rain like crazy Thursday. So I just keep staying ahead of it. It seems like every time. Yeah.
And then it'll be raining here.
It's 12 hours. It's a long drive every time I do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's good thing I get to talk to God for 12 hours.
You don't have Sirius radio yet?
I do, but I don't think it's good in Mexico. So half the year I'd have to keep canceling it. And I have plenty of good music on my iPod. Yeah. That's the good thing about long drives. You get to catch up with all your old music.
Right. Right.
It looks like we're having beautiful weather here in West Sacramento, although it looks like actually it's gotten more overcast than it was first thing this morning. But it's kind of been in and out. But it's still heated up to 80 degrees or something yesterday. I was surprised, I think. And just to share with my family, I was able to get my flu shot and my COVID booster this week.
Oh, good.
So that was nice to get that out of the way while I was taking care of some prescription things for my mother-in-law, Marie. I had to take some things out to her, so I had lunch with her. So she's doing okay. So I just need to get a lot of things together at my house and think about, am I going to be warm enough in Ananda? I guess I'll just take layers because it sounds like it's going to be kind of cool there. Ooh.
Well, it sounds warm to us.
Oh, warm for you, right?
Right. And I keep watching the weather, and some days it says it's going to rain, and then most days it says it's not. So we're hoping it's going to be clear. It can rain on Thursday and rain on Monday, but Friday through Sunday will be nice and clear for us.
I'm assuming there's a big meeting hall that we'll have
it's a
besides
temple.
the room.
Yes,
like a lodge.
We're meeting. We're using the teaching temple, which is right near the residences where we're staying. And so we do have a little trade-off in time with them. So they do their satsang, I think, in that building. And
yes.
So there's a couple of times when they'll be using the space and we won't. But we're free to join them for the satsang when they do their meditation and things like that. So and then there's another hall, excuse me, the kitchen and eating room are also close by.
Okay, I looked at what was sent, but perhaps I didn't look at it well enough. I didn't really see that there was there a schedule sort of for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or I was sort of surprised that it condensed itself. I really had thought that it started earlier on Friday and would go for longer. It's kind of condensed.
Well, you have the option if you want to come for lunch on Friday at 12:30, and so that's 12:30 to 1:30, and then that's an extra $12 that you can pay there, and then you're free the whole afternoon to to move into your rooms and
explore, yes,
explore around the campus, and it's a beautiful area. There's lots of places for meditation and just enjoying nature, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then we will start the program at 6:30 with dinner, and then that evening. And then in the morning on Saturdays, there's a satsang from 6:30 to 8:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, I
And
think
then,
so.
breakfast is 8:30 to 9:30, and then we have our program.
Are we given a written schedule of all these different events when we check in?
Yeah, we'll have that when you get there.
Yeah.
when we get there.
Have we had anybody else sign up, Pam, to deal with that issue I mentioned to you about my friend? Is she gonna be able to cancel?
Yeah, we have. So let's talk about that offline, and hopefully
Okay.
hopefully she's improving.
I'll find out, but I'll call you Monday tomorrow at the office.
Yeah, because I know from Michael's experience, the first week was kind of crazy, and then the second week was much better.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, see y'all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Nice to
See you in
see
a
all of
week.
you.
Watch out for those spooks out there.
Bye.
Watch out for
Bye.
spooks.
Bye, Shirley.
Somebody have a swing for me. Go up to the top of the hill and get on the swing for me, will ya?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not going to be walking up there myself.